Hello, sweet friends. Welcome to Yoga with Rachel, and also welcome to your yoga class for the neck and the shoulders. In today's class, we make use of the breath and also gentle stretches to help us release tension in the neck, the upper back, as well as the shoulders. For items, feel free to bring a blanket or a pillow with you. And I should also note that you can do a lot of this practice from a couch or a chair. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, friends, find a comfortable seat of your choosing. You can actually do a lot of this practice on a couch or a chair, so feel free to make your way there. If you are joining me down on the ground in a cross-legged seat, I invite you to sit up on a folded blanket or a pillow, just creating a little bit more space in our body, allowing us to sit up taller with more ease. So basically just find a seat of your choice that feels supportive and allows you to sit up tall through the spine. Place your hands on your knees. Let's rock the pelvis forward, lengthening tailbone down towards the earth. Roll one shoulder back, and perhaps when you do this, you notice your hand move, followed by the other shoulder. And then tuck in your chin slightly. Chin is about parallel to the ground. And a great visual that works here is just imagining that you have a string attached to the top of your head that is encouraging us to sit up taller through the spine. All right, breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. 2 more times just like that. Breathe in. And then perhaps on the breath out, you notice your shoulders relax away from your ears. Breathe in. And then maybe this time you notice a softening take place in your face on the breath out. Wonderful. I invite you to either look down and past your nose or close your eyes. Now drop your chin towards your chest, receiving a beautiful stretch in the back of the neck. And now begin to draw some slow circles with your nose. Nice and slow. Working out any kinks in the neck. A lot of tension can be built up in this area of the body in the morning or even throughout your day. And then you can reverse your circle, going in the opposite direction. And if you do find that the neck is quite tight, feel free to just do some semicircles, just waken up the neck. And if you find that there is a spot that feels really good, feel free to hold there, holding that stretch. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears as you do this. Beautiful. And then eventually bring your head back to center and over your heart. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or you can peek at the screen, it's all good. Let's drop our right ear towards the right shoulder. Option to stay here, or you can sweep your left hand off to the side. Flex through that hand, so pointing your fingers upwards, and you can imagine that your hand is pressing into a surface. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Perhaps you feel some really interesting sensations flowing through your left arm. You can stay here, or you can play around with moving your hand forward and back, or maybe even a little up and down. And these do not have to be big movements at all. And then find stillness. Breathe in here. And then when you breathe out, shake it off. Bring your head back to center, dropping your left ear towards your left shoulder. Option to stay here, or you can sweep your right hand off to the side, extending through that arm. Imagine that you are placing that hand on a surface. Spread through your fingers. Again, you can find some movement here if you would like to. Keep your breath flowing, checking in with your jaw as well. Sometimes we may have a tendency to clench our teeth throughout the day, creating unnecessary tension. So just be mindful of that pattern. All right, breathe in here, and then breathe out to shake it off, bring your head back to center. Breathe in through your nose, and then on your breath out, you can open up your eyes and notice how you feel. All right, let's draw the shoulders up towards the ears on the inhale, and then on your exhale, drop your shoulders away from your ears. 2 more times. Breathe in, shoulders towards your ears, and then breathe out to drop. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to drop. And now this time, let's draw the shoulders up towards the ears, then draw the shoulders back in space, shoulder blades coming closer together as if you're pinching a pencil between the shoulder blades, and then glide your shoulder blades down the back body to open up through your heart. Imagine that there are little weights attached to your elbows, encouraging your elbows to sink closer towards the ground and your shoulders melting away from your ears. So sometimes throughout our days, we may not even know it. I know it happens to me all the time. I actually find that my shoulders are like creeping on up towards the ears. So just bringing awareness to this habit, to this area of the body, right? Just creating a little bit more space can actually reduce the amount of tension and give us a little bit more relief. Okay. Now send your right arm across your body towards the left side, and then with your left hand, guide your right arm a little bit deeper into this stretch. Spread through your right fingers. Feel free to continue looking forward, or you can turn your head to the right, looking past your right shoulder. Breathe in here. And then on your breath out, begin to slide your left hand down your arm to your elbow. And then draw your right elbow to the sky like so. And then place your right hand on the back body, the upper back body. Just stretching it on out here. Breathe in here. And then breathe out to release and lower. And now let's take it over to the other side. So sending the left arm across the chest over towards the right side. Right hand will guide you a little bit deeper into this stretch. So permission to continue looking forward, especially if the neck is feeling a bit tight. Or you can play around with turning your head to look past your left shoulder. Sending your breath to any areas in your body that may feel tight, tense, or stiff. Sometimes the breath is just really all that we need to release that tension. Breathe in here. And then on your next breath out, draw your head back to center, facing forward, and then slide your right hand to your left elbow, and then send the left elbow to the sky, bending at that arm, placing your left hand on your upper back body. This is a really good one for getting a stretch in that tricep as well. So not only are we opening on up through the chest, we're getting a nice little stretch in the tricep. 2 for 1. Breathe in here. And then breathe out to release that. And as you do, just send your hands back in space. Just take up space as you do this, nice and slow. Just feeling all of that that's happening, all the sensations. as your hands meet the earth. Great work. Place your hands on your knees. On your next breath in, shine your heart center forward, arch through the back body, loop your shoulders, lift your chin towards the sky to stretch through the front of the neck while still maintaining some length in the back of your neck. And then breathe out, starting with the chin, tucking your chin in towards your chest as you begin to round through your back body. Shoulders round forward. We're really stretching through the upper back here. Head grows heavy. Breathe in to come forward. Loop your shoulders. Heart shines forward. Seated cow pose. And then breathe out to begin to round through your spine. Belly button hugs in. Chin towards your chest. Creating some space in the back body in the seated cat variation. Breathe in. Coming forward, opening on up through your heart. And then breathe out to send it on back. Send your breath to your upper back body, to your shoulders and to your neck. And then on your next breath in, come forward, finding a neutral spine, aligning your head over the heart and then the heart over the pelvis. So if you were sitting on a chair or a couch, please make your way to the ground now. We are going to now transition to all fours. Feel free to continue to use your blanket or your pillow. You can use this item to pad your knees and your shins. And then when you do arrive there, bring your big toes together, knees about as wide as your yoga mat or to a width that feels comfortable for you. And then send your hips back towards your heels. Reach your hands towards the top edge of your mat, really reaching here, stretching through the sides of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out to melt your heart towards the earth, releasing your forehead to or towards the earth, and forearms can rest on the earth, or you can keep your forearms lifted and then continue to actively reach your hands towards the top of your mat, getting maybe even a juicier stretch in the shoulders and upper back body by doing this. So totally up to you. You can keep things nice and chill if you wish. As you breathe in and out, send some love, send the breath to your neck, to your shoulders, and upper back body. Take a moment to just check in with your jaw. Notice if you're clenching the teeth. Can you create some space between your teeth? Removing maybe the tongue from the roof of your mouth. After all, it is all connected. So just being mindful of some patterns in the body without passing any judgment. Just noticing and creating an awareness for that. So my friends, there is an option to remain here in extended child's pose, or you can lift your head away from the ground, lift your right arm and hand away from the ground, and then we're going to thread the needle, meaning that we are going to send the right arm underneath the bridge of the left arm. Right arm rests on the ground, and then turn your head to look towards the left side of your room, so the side of your head is on the ground. And your left forearm is lifted away from the ground. So this is extended child's pose and thread the needle, little combo of the two. So this is a really great one for stretching out through the upper back and the shoulder. Perhaps you can already feel that stretch. We're here for 3 breath cycles. All right. Pressing into your left palm, slowly rising on up, sending your right hand forward. And now let's take it on over to the other side. So sending the left arm underneath the bridge of the right. And then releasing onto the earth. So the right forearm is lifted away from the ground now. And perhaps you turn your attention to your breath, paying attention to what happens as you breathe in and out. Wonderful. Press into the right palm. Slowly rise up, sending your left arm forward. Let's all meet in extended child's pose, arms reaching forward for a breath cycle. Wonderful. Lift your head away from your mat. Look forward towards the top edge of your mat. Press into all that is touching the earth to help you rise up. Now make your way to a seat on your mat. You can stay lifted on your blanket or a pillow. Or you can take your hands to the fleshy parts of the bum, move that aside just to really feel your sit bones connected and rooting down into the earth. All right, on your next breath in, send your arms from left to right as if we are making a T shape with the body. Now draw your hands back in space to really open up through your heart. Breathe in here. And then breathe out as slow as you can go. Bring your hands together. Nice and slow, no rush. And now bring your hands together to your heart. Loop your shoulders. Again, remember those weights in the elbows, creating some space. And now turn your head to the right, looking past your right shoulder. Maybe you even notice there's a little bit more space as you move, maybe a little bit more range of motion. And then back through center, over to the left. Back through center, and then chin towards the sky. And then chin towards your chest. And we are going to hold here. Permission to close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose or your mouth. Take a quiet moment here to notice how you feel. And then lift your head. You can open up your eyes. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's practice and that the neck, the shoulders, and the upper back body got a really good release in there today. Take good care, and I will see you in the next class. Namaste.